All right, y'all, this is going to be part one of a series that I'm going to be creating, which is how to grow your service-based business with $0 in ad spend. I'm not saying you won't have to spend money on advertising pieces, but for this video at least, you won't have to spend any money on advertising, especially $0 on ad spend. That is going to be the whole point of the series. Today, we're going to be talking about Facebook. I run a pressure washing, gutter cleaning, soft washing business. And we're going to do anywhere from $150,000 to $200,000 this year. And that is just me and one other employee. We pay no marketing companies or anything of that sort. And we've spent $0 on ad spend for a little context about me. But I'm not here to waste your time. Everything you're getting today is for free. So let's just hop right into it. Today, again, we're talking about Facebook. Now, the best thing you're going to need to do, or first thing you're going to need to do, is start a business page and make sure you have all of your information in there. All right. So the other day, I was looking for a junk removal company, and I knew a guy that had a junk removal, or I was just Facebook friends with the guy, and I went to look on his business page, and I couldn't even find his phone number. So make sure you have your email. If you have a website, put the website on there. If you have your phone number, email, website, and make sure you are consistent with posting on your business page, all right? Minimum of 4 to 7 times a week, right? So we're going to get into some of the things that you need to be posting on there, but it is super easy to create a post. Like when I first started off with my pressure washing business, I would do a single house and I would get like 7 different posts out of that. Okay, so one side of the house, I would do different angles. The driveway, I would do different angles. You can get a lot of posts from a single job, right? So make sure you are posting consistently. One thing about this is the algorithm is going to like that you're posting consistently. And another thing, you're going to be staying on the front of mind for people, right? So when they go to think of your service, it's not who was that guy that ran the pressure washing business. No, they see you posting about it all the time, and that's going to allow you to stay front of mind when they do need your service. So that's probably one of the biggest things. That's actually, both of those are major things. Make sure all your information is in there. Absolutely crazy to not have all your information in there. And then make sure you are consistent, minimum 4 times a week. And if you are slow and you don't have a ton of work going on right now, it needs to be 7 to 10 to 15 times a week. Now, you don't want to get too spammy about it, but you do need to post in there at least once a day if you are slow. At least once a day. And how you go to the 7 to 15 times a day, you do 7 hard posts a week and you make sure you're posting on the story. All right. So that's how you get more times, more reps in front of your potential clients or past clients, I should say. Now, how you want to utilize this, again, for algorithm based, you want to post on your business page, and then you go to your personal page and you share that post. Now, when you're posting on your business page, it doesn't need to be window cleaning job that we did today, right? Beautiful home we worked on today. We got the opportunity to clean their windows. Here's a before and after of the window cleaning. If you are in need of any window cleaning services, pressure washing services, gutter cleaning service, painting services, lawn care service, whatever your service is, reach out today for a free quote. Or if you don't do free quotes, don't put free quote, but reach out today for a free quote. Okay, and then I put email, put the email, phone number, put the phone number, website, put the website. On every single post, we put that last little bit. Again, I went to go try to contact that guy for junk removal and I wasn't able to use them, right? So every single post, I make it extremely easy for them to be able to do that. Because then, for one thing, if they want to check out my website, they'll see we're legitimate and they just want to check it out, cool. But if they prefer email, they have the email option. And if they prefer phone, they have the phone option. I always put beside the phone number, call or text. And that way, again, I am giving them the opportunity, whatever they are more comfortable with, they can call or text with the phone number. So I've tried to make it as easy as possible for them to reach out to us and as comfortable as possible for them to reach out to us. So I did put Facebook groups in the middle, but again, we're going to hop over here to the personal page. Again, post on the business page, and then you go share that to your personal page, right? Now, I add people, like if I've met you one time and I know you own a house in my area, I'm adding you. When it's recommended, like people you may know, I add that person, right? Because that's an opportunity for my business to get a lead. So you can get a lot of traction from your personal page. Plus, it's going to be your friends and family. And I always try to play the small business card when I'm posting on my personal page. Thank y'all so much for supporting my small business this year. But again, so when I share from I shared the business post to my personal page, that is good for the algorithm. Right? So I'm liking, I'm engaging, maybe even what I do sometimes, I don't do it every single time, but from my personal page, I'll leave a comment with another before and after. So say this one was a window cleaning. Say I made a post on my business page about a window cleaning. I'll maybe post a before and after of the driveway cleaning in there as well. And then that's just more engagement with that post, and it's really good for the algorithm. But I always share the business page to my personal page because you're going to have more than likely, you're going to have more people that follow your personal page, especially if you're very active on Facebook. You're going to have a lot more people that are going to be willing to engage with your personal page, and they're going to be more inclined if they're a friend or family member of yours. They might not share the business page, but they might share your personal page. Okay, so, and in return, that's basically sharing your business post because you shared the business post and that's what they're sharing, right? And that's a great lead generator. And all this is free, right? Just like this video you're getting right now, the knowledge you're getting right now is free, right? So we want to make it, we want lead generation that is free. It's basically word of mouth. It's basically, it's just free. There's no other way to put it, right? Facebook groups have absolutely crushed for my business. Now, before we get into the actual Facebook groups, I want to be posting on my business page and personal page a ton, because when I am in Facebook groups of people that have used me, or I am in Facebook groups that my friends and family are in, if I've been posting on my business page and personal page, who are they going to remember to tag? Me. Right? Or my business, I should say. They're going to be able to remember to tag my business. It's not like, oh yeah, which one of my friends was running that pressure washing business or that painting business or that lawn care or that roofing business. No, they remember it on the spot, and it's super easy for them to just be like, oh yeah, this is your guy, right? So what you can do in here, now not all Facebook groups are going to allow you to post hard post. Now I'm in one of the major, it's got like 130,000 people in our area in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in. They allow you for $10 a month, you can post 2 hard posts in there a month. So we do that, but some of them you can kind of be sly. So one of the methods that I used before I was paying for that service, I was like, I had the back of my truck wrapped, and I posted a picture of that, which was obviously the back of my truck wrapped. It was kind of advertising for my business. I said, does anybody know anybody that can wrap the rest of my truck? But it was an opportunity to kind of really just show my business, right? So there's kind of ways you can get around that, but you don't ever want to sound scammy, and you don't want to spam the feed, right? So don't overdo it. Don't spam it, because then, for one thing, I know a guy, he got kicked out of a Facebook group, that specific Facebook group I'm talking about actually, because he was spamming it. Even though he paid the fee, he was just trying to post. And then if somebody would ask for a service, he would put like 10 comments in there. No bueno, right? So don't overdo it. Now, anytime, obviously, somebody asks for your service, you want to tag your company. What I do is I work with some local guys, and we tag each other's businesses, right? So make sure that you're working with people. I even have, between my wife and my brother-in-law and some of the people that are in the groups, I will send them a message, hey, your business just got posted. Or they'll send me a message, hey, your business just got posted, and we all go tag the business. You can think what you want about that, but this is business, right? And I'm trying to win. So get some people in your corner that are going to be tagging you, because the more tags, the better. And here's the thing about Facebook groups. Now, especially when it's a big group, people use this as a search engine, right? It's not just, most of the time, the people that ask about the service, I would say probably 50% of the time, do we actually get the lead? Right? Or do they even respond to my message when I message them? But where we do get a ton of business is because people use this as a search engine, and when they go into those posts, they say, wow, this company's been tagged 10 to 20 times on this post, or multiple posts in a row, so they call us, right? And let me tell y'all what I say, or I'm going to leave this not exactly what I say, but you don't want to say PM me, DM me, or PM sent. that doesn't look professional. You want to give a little description about your business. I make sure in my comment that I say we're licensed, insured, and locally owned. I say that I am the owner of the business. And then what do? I space under that, and I put email, phone number, call or text, and then website. Now, what is that doing? So a couple things. It's taking up a little bit more space on the screen. There was a study done on Instagram that if your post was a longer picture, you were more likely to have that post engaged with, right? So I'm taking up a little bit more space on the screen, but I'm also adding a little bit of validity to my company by telling them that we're licensed, insured, and locally owned. And then also I'm giving them an opportunity to immediately contact us. I'm making it super easy for them to figure out how to contact us, okay? And then I also say, I'm gonna send you a direct message, and I send them a direct message. You'd be surprised how many people will say, well, you were one of the few people that actually sent me a message. And I'm in these groups, and like the big group I was telling y'all about earlier, there will be 300 to 400 comments on those posts sometimes. And I'm one of the few people that are actually reaching out to these people, and that's partly why I get the job. So make sure you actually reach out to these people. I know we're spending a lot of time on Facebook groups, but I'm telling you, this can be a huge lead generator for your business. So that is why. Now, last thing about Facebook groups. So sometimes, wow, my voice just cracked. Sometimes, even if they don't need my service, and I just see, hey, they flip houses, and they're posting, hey, I flip houses in the area, and I'm looking for somebody that installs windows, right? So I will put under there, and I'll say, hey, XYZ customer, we don't install windows, but if you're ever in need of pressure washing or gutter cleaning or soft washing, my company, Top Gun Services, provides that service in your area, and we would love to help you if you are ever in need of that service. Now, are you going to get a ton of leads off that? Probably not. I get some every now and then. But if I can get, just by doing that, an extra lead a month, extra 2 leads a month, it's worth it. I have all my descriptions in my notes, so all it takes is I go copy it out of my notes, I go paste it in the comment, and I put their name, and then I send it off. Right? So this takes me 15 to 30 seconds each time I do it, and that includes when people are asking for my service specifically. I have the comment already typed out, I copy, I paste it, I add their name, send. And then I have the message, I copy, I paste it, and I add their name, and I send, okay? So make it easy on yourself, and because speed is everything in this. Again, some of these Facebook groups, there's 300 to 400 comments by the end of it, so I wanna be in there fast. I wanna get in there fast, right? All right. So last little thing with these Facebook groups and your business page, sometimes if I'm a little bit slower at the beginning of the season, when I want to get my name out there and flowing in these groups, I will offer a customer I just did work for, hey, I'll give you $20 off, I'll give you $10 off, something of the sorts, if you'll post about our business, as long as you're happy with your service. If not, please let us know how we can fix that, which of course they are. We'll give you $20 off of your service today if you'll go post in that Facebook group talking about us right now, right? And not everybody's gonna take you up on that, but one time I had a guy, I didn't even do that. He just posted in the Facebook group, and I landed $4,000 worth of work off one post in one of those Facebook groups because he left us a really nice review in one of those groups. So this is super crucial. $20 more than worth it, especially, and now listen, if it's a group that has a couple hundred members, maybe take, I don't know, $10 off. But in a group that has 130,000 people in it, I am willing to take $20 off, even more depending on how big the job is. All right, so let's get into what you should be posting. Now, you want to post pictures, videos, reviews, knowledge, and you and your team, all right? So what I want to be doing is I want to be building some validity in my company, right? I want to be building some trustworthiness in my company. So I'm going to be posting pictures. I'm going to be posting videos, showing the process. I'm going to be showing reviews. That's obviously going to be proof of concept for your company. They're going to be, or I guess the pictures and videos would be, but validity would be added to your company with reviews. And then knowledge. So again, I do a pressure washing business, but if you run a painting business, say why this paint's better to do for the interior or the exterior, or if you're painting cabinets, this is why this one's better than this one. Okay, so I got a customer, and I know for a fact the only reason we got them is he told me, is I saw you post about why soft washing versus pressure washing needs to be done on a house. It was just like I didn't have much to post about because I was new in the business. And I said, soft washing a house versus pressure washing a house, here's why you soft wash it. Something I'm paraphrasing, by the way. But he told me that specific post, we were going through the different business pages, by the way, came from a Facebook group. We got tagged. He went and looked at our business page. That's why all of this matters. All of this is an ecosystem. All of it works together. He said because of that post, that's when he immediately knew he was going with us, right? And were the other companies going to soft wash? Most likely, okay, unless they were complete rookies. But because I had made a knowledge post about that, and you don't want to give too much information, they might go do it themselves, right? But a little bit of knowledge goes a long way, and it builds some trust in your company. Now, you and your team, how often do you see people saying, I want to support a small business, not a big company? So this is kind of where that adds in. And also, people just appreciate when you appreciate your team. So always adding in some of you and your team in there, and that just kind of helps fill the blanks for when you don't have much to post about, especially if you're in your slower season. So pictures, videos, and make sure your pictures, so like if you're taking a before and after, you know, you don't want to take your before from this angle and then your after from this angle. If that's all you got, fine. But try to take your before and afters, make them clear, make them from the same angle, clean, wipe the lens of your phone before you take the picture, and that's gonna help tremendously, okay? So try to make these as good as possible. I know you're not a photographer, that's not what the business you're in, but do the little things. Same angle, wipe your camera lens before you take the before and afters, and just show that you're enthusiastic about your work. So that's something in my videos. I show appreciation. I show enthusiasm because people really like that. You know, have y'all seen where the girl's kind of dancing, crying, and it's like contractors when they find out they got to be social media creators as well, social media content creators as well. Like, you don't have to do all that. Obviously, she's like dancing and crying, but the thing is, social media is free. Free. And this is going to be a huge lead generator. I don't want to make this video too long, but show some enthusiasm in your videos, and that's how you can kind of tackle all the boxes. You're going to, first off, the algorithm's going to like if you're doing pictures, videos, reviews, knowledge, all the above, they're going to really like that, okay? So make sure you're staying consistent. Some of the big things here, make sure all your information is on all your posts and definitely on your business page. Make it easy to reach out to you. Consistency, consistency, consistency. You need to be posting about your business very often. Get in as many Facebook groups as you possibly can. Try to rapid pace and make sure you're working with other people. Do not be spammy or scammy, all right? And post even when they don't need your service. All right, stay on top of the game. The next part of this series is going to be working with other contractors and basically using other contractors to create a sales force for your business. And I'm telling you, that has been another crazy lead generator for my business. And yeah, so I hope that helps. Let me know if y'all have got any questions, and I will try to answer those in the next video, or maybe we'll do another full video on Facebook. But just let me know what questions y'all got, and I hope this helps.